Okay, so I grossly overestimated the amount of work I would actually be able to get done while my son is home from school. So we are here, and I intended for this week to be a week of bulk prepping, but because my son is home for the summer, we're not getting a lot of bulk prepping done. So I think that's going to have to happen when he goes back to school. But I did prep a few pieces of interfacing and whatnot so that I could get a Bible tote going. So that is what I'm going to work on right this second. I am cutting the fusible fleece and the fabric for this Bible tote. So hopefully while he is in the pool playing with my husband, we could get a Bible tote done. Or at least, at the very least, started. So I got the quilting lines on here. I am doing the fusible fleece for the handles, so we're going to go ahead and cut that out so we can iron them, and then I need to figure out a lining fabric for them. I thought about doing just straight white, but I don't think that would be very pretty, just doing a straight white lining for these. So I might have to go with gray because I am low on my lining fabrics, but I still think gray would be cute with this fabric here. So we'll look at the lining fabric in just a minute. Let me get these folded over and ironed and ready to go to the sewing machine, and then we will see what we can figure out in terms of lining. So the other day I did cut a few pieces of lining for Bible totes. So I have the not lining, the interfacing for 3 Bible totes ready to go. I just need to do all the ironing and whatnot. So I think during the summer what has to happen is I have to come in here and film when my son and husband are asleep, which I'm a night owl anyway, so that won't bother me. The only issue in here is, as you can see, we don't have a light in this room. There was no light in the ceiling, so I am operating on just the daylight that's seeping in through the curtains in here. So I need to figure out a lighting situation for filming at night and even filming during the day if it's overcast, because we don't get much light in here. So I'm trying to figure that out. So hopefully I could get some better quality video once I get some lighting. So we're going to figure that situation out. But I did get the interfacing cut enough to do 3 Bible totes and I think 1 pencil pouch, because I thought how cute would it be to make a pencil pouch out of this fabric too, in case somebody that is buying this as a Bible tote wants to put their pens and pencils in that to take with them to Bible study. So I did that as well. So we got a little bit done. We just don't get much done when my son is home because he's very much a mama's boy. And of course, the second mommy comes in here to sew is when he wants mama's undivided attention. So let's go ahead and fold these over. Get that little fuzzy out because I don't want that to show through the fabric. And try not to burn myself with the iron, which I am famous for doing. So let's go ahead and fold this over. Hit it with some steam. And again, try not to burn myself. So I am opening my Shopify store. I've scheduled it for August 10th. And the reason being that that is still over a month away, because number one, like I said, with my son home from school for the summer, I am not getting a lot of sewing done. So we are going to rectify that, like I said, with the night sewing going. So let's let that cool just a tiny bit. I have to fold it over again. So let's hit this one. And number 2, the first week of August, we are actually going out of town. So my daughter is going to be watching the house for us. I think she's even going to stay here while we're gone because we have a dog, 3 cats, and 2 bunnies. So, yep, that's still hot. So let's go ahead and do this. So someone has to take care of them while we're gone. So she is going to do that for us, thankfully. Otherwise, we wouldn't be going anywhere. And then that way, I don't get any orders while we're out of town that I have to worry about being late getting to the customer or whatnot. Assuming that I hopefully get some orders when I open my Shopify shop. So that is why I picked August 10th. So that gives us enough time to get back, get all the listings finished up, hopefully get some additional inventory made, and what have you. So, okay, let's go ahead and fold that over. And this is going to be a super pretty Bible tote. And I will show you what it looks like with my Bible in it after it's finished. Okay, so this one is good to go. I should have brought some clips over here so I could clip that. Or we take it to the machine. So let's get this one folded up. Fold them in. Turn it around, do the other side. Now, I know I've mentioned it in my videos before that I watch From, and they have a season finale of From on Sunday. So if anybody else has watched it, did you guys watch it? My husband totally called what happened with Fatima. He called that one, which I think that's where we knew things were going. I don't want to give away any spoilers in case anybody hasn't watched it. But by now, if you're a From fan, you should have. But what'd you think? I liked the season finale, but I heard somebody say that they don't actually, their favorite part is not the monsters in the show. That's actually mine. So I was hoping we'd see more of the monsters this episode than we did. Okay, so we got them done. Should I go ahead and do the pencil pouch iron on the fabric for it? Why not? Let's go ahead and do that real quick since I'm over here anyway. Let's go ahead and iron on the interfacing for the... Wait, did I make fusible piece for that? Let me see. I don't know. Nope, I did not. I did not do the fusible fleece size for the pencil pouch, so we won't worry about that right now. But now we need to figure out lining fabric. So let me take a look at what I've got over here. I don't have too much on this side. I don't know that I have anything that will match. No, we're not doing chicken with that. So I am wondering, do you think gray with that? I don't know. I wish I had like a navy blue or something like that, because I think that would be pretty, really pretty. Well, let me look on this side. So you're probably going to see the top of my head in this video, but that is okay. I'm going to pause you for a hot minute because I'm going to go check my other bin. All right, I am back. So I found this blue fabric. I think it's kind of like a grunge in my other bin. So I think that might be pretty. So let's go ahead and iron this and put the lining on it. So I have like, I think 5 bins of fabric, but the majority of them are cotton lycra from when I was in the cotton lycra buying phase, which I bought a ton of cotton lycra, and it was all fabric that had like Disney stuff on it and whatnot, and that was before I found out that you weren't supposed to sell trademark characters like that, licensed characters like from Disney and stuff. So I ended up with a ton of cotton lycra that I'm not supposed to make things to sell with, which of course greatly upset me, because that was the whole reason buying it, was to make things to sell out of it. And then lo and behold, I'm not supposed to do that. So I had bins of it sitting around trying to figure out what to do with it. So I need to go into those bins and start making things for my granddaughter and my grandson to wear. Otherwise, we're just going to bite the bullet and donate it to the local animal shelter, because they are always looking for fabric to put in the kennels and whatnot. So yes, it would be a financial loss for us, but at least something good would come out of it.
Boo! What you doing?
Filming.
Oh.
While y'all were out there, I figured. And my husband came in from the pool. In case you're wondering who said boo. Let's get this ironed on. Move it down. Get the second one ironed on. Hopefully get all the wrinkles out before I put the stuff on there. There we go. And ideally speaking, I would like to be able to come in here and like iron the interfacing all on in one day, and the next day just sit at the machine and sew. But things never happen that way around here. But like I said, in the fall, it'll get much easier to do that when my son is at school during the day, and I could just come in here and sew the whole day while he's at school. And I know you do not have to line the inside of the bag, the lining, with interfacing, but I learned recently that it makes it lay so much better inside, so now I do that. I know some people don't, and as I've said before, you do you. I'm not judging, and I'll do me, and don't judge me. So and yes, I'm aware you're not supposed to move the iron around on the lining. I do anyway. Do as I say, not as I do. Alright, let's go ahead and cut that so we can cut it down. Are we likely to get this Bible tote finished while my son is out in the pool? No, because he probably won't stay out there long, and then he'll come in and be yelling, "Mom, what are you doing?" But let's get as far as we can get. Go, and Really need to move the trash can over here. So let's hit these with the iron one more time. Just to make sure the interfacing is good and on there. Alrighty. Let's get our handles. Our other handle. Let's get our two pieces here. See the other one. Here we go. Actually, they're one piece because this piece is for a pencil pouch. And let's go over the machine. What's up?
What are you doing?
Quilting.
I just got out of the pool. My eyes are red with chlorine and clogging. making a pouch.
Working on the Bible tote.
Bible tote. Can I work on it with you after I get a shower?
Sure, I guess.
I mean, to help you out. After I get out of the shower, of course. Your shorts need to dry on the Mommy, what's for dinner tonight?
I don't know.
Mommy said she don't know what's for dinner tonight.
Taco Bell. Open your eyes and let the water rinse your eyes out.
Hi everybody. Once again, my phone was full of storage, so it wouldn't let me record me putting the whole bag together, but you got the gist of it. You saw me sew the handles, so here is the finished product. It is a Bible tote, and she turned out super cute, if I do say so myself. So I am so excited to be offering these in my shop when I open my Shopify store, and that's going to be August 10th. That's because we are going out of town to visit my husband's hometown before that, and I don't want to have any pending orders before we go. So here is the inside. I do have the clips in there because I am going to hand sew that seam shut later on tonight while we are watching Chicago Fire, which is our newest obsession. We've been watching it for about a week now and absolutely love it. Taylor Kinney, chef's kiss. But anyway, yeah. And also, David, is it Eisenberg, who was on Sex and the City? He was Miranda's husband. Loved him in Chicago Fire as well. So, she's a beauty. She turned out super cute, but I'm going to be offering those once again when I open my Shopify store. But if you like this video, hit like and subscribe so I can make more of these, and I'm going to try to have one up every Saturday. And by the time you see this, it is going to be Saturday, July 4th. So if you are celebrating, please have a happy one, have a safe one, and enjoy it with your family and friends. And I will see you on the next behind the scenes video vlog. Bye everyone.